water's running pretty clear, so I think it's time to stop.
Yep.
There we go. Keeping it real, guys. It does take a while to drain, but this is what we got so far. Let's see what we're working with. I didn't really put any conditioner in it. It wasn't necessary. I didn't wash it, so it's not necessary. Plus, the hair dye was conditioning it as well. Welcome to my bathroom. Yes, I have 2 bathrooms. All right. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. Yep, okay. So we do have turquoise, and then we also have some green going on. You know, guys, people ask me all the time, how do you do your hair? You know what? It's just a whole bunch of trial and error, honestly. And smart choices. But you know what? Sometimes you just can't predict what color's going to do. Any artist is going to tell you that. Whether it's paint or hair dye or colored pencils or markers, color always comes with a learning curve. So let's see what we got. Always got to use your grungy hair dye towels. You know, the towels that you inherited from your parents that are like 20 years old and you really don't care about. Don't use the nice towels that you got on your wedding registry that are nice and plushy and soft and the right color. Really important tips. I'm hoping this video does not record upside down because that's what it's showing me. So yeah, okay, so yeah, I mean, I'm pretty happy with it. The thing is that I went with the turquoise because everybody's been doing pink and orange and red, and I just really wanted something different. Plus, it's just so darn pretty. Especially when the sun hits it. It's so pretty. Interesting thing is that people don't think to ask me is that depending on what color/colors I am, I do notice that I feel slightly like a different person depending on the color. So, you know, I'm kind of in like a teal type turquoisey blue mood lately. I've been needing a lot more calm time, alone time, not depressed, just like good old-fashioned like chilling out with nobody time. Maybe your dog, you know. Do apologize. So the lighting isn't like primo in here, but you can kind of see how it's kind of like a turquoise, but it also kind of went like a little bit green, and that's because of the base color was not white. It was more of a yellow, so when you mix the turquoise with the yellow, you might end up with a little bit of a green because of the base color. Like I said, you kind of have to know your color wheel to know what to expect and what's going to happen. But everybody's hair is different. Every hair dye is different. Every situation is different. You can't really go in knowing something is going to happen. What I think is really interesting about the turquoise is that if you notice right about here, let's see if we can get you some better lighting. where the turquoise mixes with the pink, and you'll be able to see it a lot better tomorrow when I do the pink and the purple and it's dry, because I don't use hair dryers. I don't use any heat tools because I want my hair to be as healthy as possible. The turquoise actually has created a nice and interesting purple, which it really shouldn't. Some parts where there's green that has touched the pink, remember how I told you green and pink make brown? There are a couple spots that look like they could be brown. I'm okay with it. I'm not that upset about it. Nobody's going to notice except for me and you because I told you. But that's the thing, is that, like I told you, a lot of times when you do something to your hair, people think it's intentional when you make mistakes. I'm sorry, I just maybe need to invest more on more pop sockets around the house. I do apologize for the lighting. Whoop. So yeah, this is what we got. It's gonna be really interesting when the pink is popping and the blue is popping on the ends. So see what we end up with. And yeah, and you can see I am not naked. Don't worry, I have a shirt on. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. See, I just can't figure out the lighting. I'm sure you're like, oh, well, welcome to, I'm not a noob hair color person, I would say, but I'm definitely new for YouTube. Yeah. If that wasn't apparent, it is now. I just love aquamarine. It's so pretty. And this little blurring that got on my skin, it's gonna wash off in no time. I will divulge what the product I use that is really expensive that I get at Planet Beauty, that you can also get on Amazon, but it's the exact same price, and sometimes Planet Beauty has discounts. So, and a little bit does a lot. This is Ava Smooth Treatment Oil with argan oil. Any argan oil that you would get from Sally's or Bath and Body Works or Bed Bath & Beyond or whatever, your grocery store, Walmart. I have not found a mask or an argan oil that works like this. This is my hair was platinum white in the process of going sky blue, which I do not recommend. Gray, silver, sky blue, cotton candy pink, all very hard colors because you need to get your hair to such a lightness that's basically a white base, and then so dangerous. It's so dangerous to get it to that point. You have to go through so many lightening treatments. I was not safe about it because it was still early in my hair color journey. But I went to Planet Beauty, and this lady put this in my hair. And my hair was literally, oh my gosh, my hair was so done with me. You could tell. It was just terrible. She put it in me, on my hair, in the store. And I was like, I need this immediately in my life. And I put it on the tips. You're supposed to put it on the tips first. That's actually the most damaged part of my hair anyway. It's really, really, the most, I guess you could call vulnerable when it's wet. I can tell that my hair is still damaged on the tips because the elasticity is out of control.
which is why I don't do a lot of brushing, but very careful brushing. I was doing a little more aggressive brushing for you just to show off the colors, but I just put this in my hair, and then I'm going to wrap it up and let it just air dry. And my hair is so dry as it is that when I go to add color tomorrow to the tips, the oil won't really like thwart it too much, in my opinion, with my hair, just because I have really high porosity hair. I have really dry hair. Like before I was dyeing my hair, I was only washing my hair once a week. So after I started bleaching it, it got even drier. So it just sucks up whatever kind of moisture I put in there. It doesn't really thwart the dyeing process, as most people who dye your hair, you're not supposed to put conditioner in your hair before, or oils, and I get that, so that the color will grab on to the processed hair very quickly and easily. And that's all I do. I'm going to get my wrap. It's made out of sweatshirt material. I'm going to get my wrap. I'm going to wrap up my hair so that it can dry, but not dry like all crazy because I'm not styling it. I wrap it up basically like this so that it dries straight. Because I like my hair straight and I don't want to use my straightener. So, yeah, this is what we got. See you guys tomorrow. Or the next day, whenever I get to it. But I can't wait to touch this pink up, get more pink. The pink definitely needs to be brighter to compare with all this green. I actually really like it. I was not expecting to get any green, really. I was expecting the turquoise to kind of just take over all of it, just because turquoise is such a strong color. But I'm pretty pleased with it. I've had better luck with the blue and the green pigments with Arctic Fox versus Manic Panic, but I do prefer the warmer tones with Manic Panic versus Arctic Fox. But that's just my experience, and I've heard people say that the opposite for them. So it's a learning process, but overall, Manic Panic, Arctic Fox, special effects, Iro, Directions, Splat, have all had good things to say about, and I can tell you which ones are my favorites in another video, but that's not it. So, I'll talk to you later. Bye!